The art of the full send is one of those gifts that not everybody has. Some people just have a knack for it, where they can get out there on the water, punch that throttle, send it, and have a good time, while others, as we see all too often, just can't get it figured out. Welcome back, guys, to this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week, and today we're going to discuss that, one of my favorite subjects, them old full send boys, and today we're going to look at some of the good and the bad, some of those guys who can send it and some who can't. And of course, we might as well start off with the good, and the good is BG decided to full send it into the new year and make 2023 the year of giving. That's right, we're doing a giveaway every single week on the channel. This week's no different, and today we're going to do winner's choice. The winner this week will either get an option of a Drain Plug Mafia tumbler or a ticket to the Miami International Boat Show, which is coming up in 2 weeks. All you have to do, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the like button now, and leave a comment at the end of the video, and we'll pick our favorite comment and somebody's gonna win. But let's go ahead and get this one started, as we're gonna focus on them full send boys today, well, or some of them full send boy wannabes. And let's be honest, there's plenty of those out there. I mean, if we all really sit back and think about it, everybody kind of wants to be a full send person. I mean, it just sounds like fun. Living life on the edge of your seat, full throttle all the time. But many of us realize pretty quickly that that full send lifestyle has some pullbacks as well. It's not always as fun as it sounds and probably has its own inherent set of risks. And all it takes is one of us messing up a full send one time to realize, yeah, that's not our lifestyle. We're just gonna go ahead and live vicariously through them other full send boys, and we'll watch them go at it. Now, it's always fun to watch them full send boys nail it, but for every one of those guys we see nail it, we see somebody try to send it and fail it. Now, of course, the margin of error between successfully sending it and, well, failing at it is very slim, and things can go wrong and get out of control pretty quickly when you're trying to send it. Kind of like we see here. My man tried to send it up the beach and, well, things just got a little out of hand. This video is kind of worth a second look because there's a lot going on here when you come back and look at the replay. Here it looks like my man intentionally pushes the stuff off the boat. He's obviously not happy about something that happens, and then he jumps off and basically chucks something back at somebody on the beach. Somebody's having a bad day. Once again, even the full send guys aren't always living their best life. Now, a lot of times when we think about those full send people, we're thinking about those guys that are out there in fast cars, fast boats, quad 450s on the back, but that's not always the case. Sometimes even your professional captain has to show it off and needs to show that he's a full send guy, but apparently our guy on the beach isn't too happy about it. Looks like he's down there like, bro, you sent her just a little too hard, which I'm sure our captain of the vessel's kindly responding, you think so? But our guy right here, he's like, bro, you can't park there. Now, speaking of parking, this is probably where the full send boy struggles the most. I mean, they live life, as we mentioned, full throttle all the time. And as we already know, when you're approaching a dock, you never want to approach a dock any faster than you're willing to hit it. And as you can imagine, full send people, well, they can struggle with that from time to time. As you know, they just want to send it, and that includes sending it straight into the dock. And they also won't always have the best sense of judgment. I mean, they'll approach a bridge or some other obstacle, and in their mind immediately it's like, I got it, we're just gonna send it. Now, as we mentioned, the full send boys don't always make the best judgment calls because they always want to send it, but those sends don't always happen just on the water. Sometimes they'll be on land as well, where they decide, you know what, all we've got's the Mercedes, we're just going to send it and get the boat down to the ramp. And if you ever wonder why there's always so many people hanging out with the full send boy, it's because he never knows when he's going to need the crew to get things back in line. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Anna Stock, Fleming Fish Company, Lab Rat, Christian Calderon, Peter Keir, Brett Fox, and Arojo did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.